Greetings everyone, and Grade here with another Age Mythology Replay. Spawn on the left side is the blue Thor, we got HaveFun. Spawn on the right side is the red Hades, we got pW0z. Hippopotamus being slain. Delicious hippopotamus, I cannot speak. And looks like red is really queued up Athena to give access to Minotaur, Lapis Minos, Age of Shield, and Suracia. And Thor in return, who's going to go for a bit of Dwarven Boom, could eye for Force City or Freysia. Healing Spring is a great way to heal yourself. You could troll your opponent, because memes. But honestly, they're not bad. They're not Gold Edition trolls, they actually are decent. Hall of Thanes gives your infantry units and heroes more move speed, it's always very nice to have. And of course, we do have the Dwarven Breastplate, which can complement the Blacksmith playstyle for Thor. Also increases, gives your Berserks, as was your Erdman, increased hack armor. Which against Hades, not as important, who more relies on range units. It's probably better to go with the Freysia to get access to the more cavalry focus, to be a bit more of a counter unit. And of course, more hero hit points, never half bad. Of course, Hades has aged up with Athena, gives access to Restoration God Power. The Minotaur, Age of Shields increase Pierce Armor, which is also not useful in this matchup since the Norse don't really do range armor or range damage. And Suracia, which gives Hoplites increased range and melee damage. I generally like Ares better, and I think in this case Ares is a better choice. Though Restoration is a good god power, which is probably one reason why people like going for Athena more often. Norn the Minotaur has been summoned. Freysia is being queued on up. Very nice. The goats are being tasked on home. Goats, of course, the goat. Scout is moving around, and we do have, of course, the Valkyrie there. Couple Herseers there, grabbing some relics, such as the relic of the Bridle of the Pegasus, which gives you a free Pegasus, which is very, very nice. And that's a relic I always like to pick up. And it looks like all the relics have been picked on up. Red has gotten the How, the Bow of Hundi. Gives your range units a bit of a snare effect, which is very nice. Ajax will bring home another relic, the Jade Hair. Improves myth unit speed by 5%, which is okay. Depends on which myth unit and how your composition is. Can't say exactly off the top of my head who will best benefit that. And Achilles has another picked up relic, which is the Dwarven Horseshoes, which improves cavalry speed, which is probably better for the Norse situation to pick up, since they'll probably have to rely on more cavalry to gauge the Hades range units. Red is immediately queued up Aphrodite, which does give the Golden Apples upgrade, improving your villagers' favor generation, and Divine Blood improves your villagers' carrying capacity and movement speed, making them better at generally at all economics. Less so for gold, good for farming and for natural food, and definitely very good for wood.
Skipan.
You now have the Hammer of Thunder. Valkyrie here does find some giraffes. I wonder how giraffe neck meat tastes. Does break that wall there. Villager, she's getting stabbed. Oh, over here we do have the Scout taking some damage there. Scout is down, not big surprise. Minotaur pushed away forward with some other forces, of course. My voice is starting to go out. Definitely gonna be my last replay for tonight. The free Pegasus is flying about, very nice. And of course, blue has built a tech secondary town center, so has red. And we've got another Minotaur deployed on the field. Since both players are starting to eco up, we'll go ahead and fast forward a little bit. We do see more raiding cavalry and throwing axemen being pulled up by blue. Toxdays would be good against the throwing axemen. And against the raiding cavalry, of course, it's a little too early to get prodromos. So hoplites will have to do. Maybe a good idea to age up a little bit quicker to get out the prodromos. Once Red scouts out the raiding cavalry, probably will get a clue that his opponent's going to go for a bit more of a cavalry focus. Sentinels have not been summoned just yet, which is good. Red is starting to get enough resources to age on up. Blue has some resource reserve, particularly in wood. That is a massive number of raiding cavalry. Time for the Sentinels. One villager may go down there. It does get protected by the other villagers. It looks like red will hold on without using the Sentinels. Toxday does go down there. Overall, good defense there by red. May have only lost one villager at most. I think I almost heard military units going down. Now this is the more effective raid there by blue. There's the Sentinels. Good raid there by blue. Has now 10 villager advantage. Plus military units in the field, so he is vulnerable to a counterattack with Aphrodite in the field. The curse could be used a bit more aggressively. Do have now Brage being employed on the field as well. Roughly the same time, though Aphrodite will be researched first. We've got copper upgrades being researched by red now. Red has access to both the restoration and curse. Blue has access to the forest fire, which is be a little bit difficult to deploy on the field. This palm tree could be the target of the forest fire. I think this palm tree is going to be necessary for the defense. Ajax does push forward a little bit there. Valkyries push their way forward. Raiding cavalry push their way forward. Both players now H on up. This formation could be cursed into delicious piggies. More Goaty and throwing axemen being put on the field. Longhouse taking a bit of damage there. Red is starting to fall back now. We got some Hypasus now being queued up by red. And Seraciera and Heavy Infantry queued up as well. This elephant being dragged to its new home. Perhaps my stomach. Got a Nemean line now on the front line, the 3-1, which is very nice to have. We do see both the Divine Blood and the Golden Apples being researched. Zeus has his own free Golden Apple, while the other two have to research Aphrodite to get a similar favorite generation to Zeus. And still got flaming weapons in the field as well. So next fight could be very volatile. All Red needs to do is stay away from trees. It's the only variable he can really needs to control. The next upcoming big fight. Raiding cavalry pushing up north. Villagers are making their way up north to this town center as well. He's actually mostly going straight for the town center there. And he's going to lose his town center easily. No. Oh. I looked away for a brief moment and it looks like he had 7, I think curse effects up to 8, and managed to get 7 delicious piggies now. Do not worry, human meat and pig meat have a very similar taste. So you should have no problem eating all the piggies there.
Legend.
Class of 0 is now being obtained here. Not too much food remaining. We've got a decent amount of food up here, so Red needs to migrate up north for that food. There's also, of course, delicious elephants. Well, good idea not to build a gate so they don't go wandering off. Baboons, of course, are not a great source of food, just a source of food. And we do have Age Up Tire, so he's going straight for Age 4. So this will of course give him access to Winter, which could slow down his opponent. Of course, he does have the town system Watchtower or Sentinels help defend himself. The Watchtower upgrade is not researched. It may be a good idea to hold off on the Winter, wait until a big engagement to get some damage to the back line while his opponent's army's on the front line being occupied. Elephants now being obtained. More high passes, more various research. Thrusian Ruin, improving Mythian speed by 10%, also getting a bit of health regen. Which that upgrade may or may not affect Titans. Times that it does get knocked off there. One of the Minotaur getting struck by all the Goatee. Pegasus as well does draw to fire. Good bold charge there. Battle Board bucks around. Flaming weapons being summoned. Restoration to counter. 96 was 87, so Red has a slight numbers advantage. Heavy upgrade just got completed for Red. A lot of blue stuff still medium. There's Winter, and there's a nice contingent of Winter Wolves. They do have good damage and health, so they are good supplementary force right now. I mentioned all the issues in the back line. Villagers being bitten by the wolves. And with flame weapons, I don't know if it affects the wolves. Don't see anything that says yes. Winter has sided along with the flame weapons. Red right now has 68 villagers versus 82. Ballista now being summoned by blue as well. There's the Fenris Wolf Brood. In Zodic Doggo. Down south, dwarves mining away. Got a piece of lion there. Red right now has an army size of 54 versus 97, so Red is behind. Has queued up Artemis. Forest Fire can still be summoned, which could be a nice little opening in one of these areas. Big line of Ballista being queued on up. Ballista do okay versus infantry units. They do offer a good range. Red's going for another Minotaur. Red is basically out of food as well. Sounds like Red's trying to go for some farms there. I hear the myth unit summoned somewhere. That was probably the Minotaur. Pounceta goes down once again. A couple Valkyries there. Shades providing a bit of buffer. One, the pW0z has gone down. The other pW0z has picked up the town center. Fenris Wolfbrood getting nailed by all the Toxace and Chiron. Battle Boar's, of course, abilities off on cooldown. Reacts against some good damage there. pW0z engaging the hill forts now. And the battle boar is taking a bit of damage there. Red's doing a good job taking out these units one at a time, even though it feels like Blues should be in a better position right now. Blues still has a lot of medium upgrades, medium infantry, things of that sort. Some units starting to be picked on up there. Minotaur push way forward. Does bull rush there, knocks back some of the cavalry. Got great Jarls, aka heavy Jarls. Huskarl's being pushed forward, counter range unit. Achilles been summoned there. Blue Red's right now just trying to get more puck stays or hoplites and peltas. And Blue's just going for a mass ballista army at the moment. Has come to heavy ballista. Right now, just only upgraded by here. Usually, I think Freyr tends to have the better ballista with his unique ways of, or was it Ullr? Not Ullr. What's it called? The other one, the rock giants. Azure has good siege weapon buffs. Of course, Thor does have the dwarf boom to help out, and plus he still has a storm gold mine. That's 6,000 gold right there. He can just quickly summon if he ever needs to, so you just keep hold on to that until he actually needs it. Plus, right now, Thor has a pretty good stockpile of resources. Pretty good over the Titan. Military forces on both sides is quite similar, but of course Blue's starting to get in a better composition, I would say. pW0z now engaging the hill fort over there, very nice. More battle boars push forward, just trying to be a nuisance. And they're going to be successful at that. The Valkyrie is going to try to provide some healing there. Got Ajax here. Looks like Red needs to get out Chiron, help deal with all these battle boars. Going for an Ajax now. Of course, came on the front line. Various research here, including some Fenris Wolfbrood. You don't really see too many of them being actually mainly deployed in the field. Wonder how it will go. High pass is starting to get cleaned on up. Heavy Jarl pushes way forward. More Ulfsarks, more Herseers, among everything. Red's villagers heading towards this gold deposit. Nope, heading more north. No gate along here. No, there's a gate. Not sure. And here comes the Fenris Wolfbrood. With the rune that they have, they get not only some health regen, but extra movement speed, which they did get spot up here. They have 7.3 move? Stronger and faster. Holy crap. 7.3 move is actually really high. Okay, that's interesting. Never thought about reading Menace Wolf Brood or police the flanks. That could be a way to deal with also various trade caravans. Keep that note for later. Try and make a build around that. That could be very, very nice. Something that Freyr cannot get. Odin, Loki, or no, Loki can't get either. Since Loki can only get Hel or Baldur. What was the other one? I can't remember. This is angry, and looks like Red has resigned. This angry is saying, thank you for watching, and on to next replay.